Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we're to the Long Dark, where, as you can hear by what sounds like the building almost coming apart, pretty strong blizzard came in through our return trip from dealing with the bear and that yesterday. Well, not actually, yeah, it was yesterday, because we did take a sleep at the end of last episode. So we're probably going to spend a lot of today just cooking all the meat that we've got stockpiled outside. And for that, I just want to make sure I've got plenty of fire materials. So I'm breaking down a little bit of stuff, and then we'll get to it. Oh, wrong one. This should be our fire. Yeah, this is all of our fire stuff.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, let's start this up. Actually, take the charcoal first. And now start a fire. Let's see, we'll do wood matches. Yeah, book gives us the best chance at 80%, so let's see if we can get this going. We've got 2 cooking pots, 2 cooking skillets, and 2 free cooking slots, so we're going to be able to get through a lot of the meat that we've got stockpiled outside very quickly. That's, truthfully, another reason why I was wanting to get the bear taken down here at this location. Was so that way we could very easily get through. Oh, that's nice to get. Level up for our fire starting. I wanted to get the bear taken down close to the homestead because then I could have just easily gone through and cooked majority of every bit of meat we could have gotten off of it, but I don't think it's going to go down anywhere around us. So we'll take what bits of meat we do have and just plop them all onto here to get going. Let that cook. Let that cook. Oh, not that. I meant to place. Yeah, put that down. Okay, that's kind of interesting. When it comes to the cooking skillets, when you do cook, you get like more of a proper menu for it. I like how, just to make the wolf meat fit in the pots, we basically just snap it in half to fit it in there. That's going to be a fair bit going for that. Everything, I think, is at least half hour or so. So is there anything else I want to do right now? Oh, we can do a little bit of cleaning with this. Because, yeah, we've been using the hunting revolver a fair bit for shots recently, so let's do a couple of these and double check on how all this is coming along. 36, 18 looks like the soonest, so I could probably do another couple of cleanings, and then we'll want to collect what's on there. And one more. So what does that bring up this condition to? 62%. I would like to bring it up higher. Okay, we can take that, we can take that, take that, take that, take that. And now we'll cook that, we'll cook that. And I even want to get, okay, let's see, it's the Pinnacle Peaches, that was pretty low for its condition. You can't cook the dog food, or you can't warm it up, so there's nothing to do there. But these we can. So we'll cook that in there. You know, I probably should have done the tomato soup in the actual pot and not the pan, but I guess it is what it is. And, okay, this one has lower, so we'll cook the peaches in this. Ooh, and that rabbit's done, so we'll actually probably eat that. Take that, eat that. And we'll cook that tomato soup in that. There we go. Now, we still have plenty of time on the stove, too. Makes me wish I did take down a little bit more before I started doing all this. But we'll have 1 piece of the wolf meat, just because that only gives us, like, a very sliver of a chance of the parasite risk. And the rest, we will be storing out here. Actually, you know what? Let me put... We'll put the fresh meat over here and put raw meat on the other side. Just OCD habit of trying to make everything organized, I suppose. There we go. That's all nice and lined up perfectly there. Okay, let's see. We'll have that. We'll have that. That's still got a few minutes. Yeah, we'll have the little bit of that we can. And we'll have a bit of water just to top us up with that. And we're basically just waiting on that last bit of rabbit to cook. And then that's all that taken care of. Which means I have to figure out something else to keep us busy with, too. Okay, let me think. Tools are pretty good, so I don't have to repair any of those. Yeah, you know what? I'll probably keep cleaning this with the firearm cleaning kit, just so that way, because it is our only, like, real means of self-protection or self-defense in hunting, we want to make sure we keep this very good and in shape. So let's try to bring it up to at least 85%. That's 80. Actually, how much percent am I increasing it by now? Oh, it's 6 per... It suddenly went quiet. Okay, you know what? Put that away. We'll hold on... You know what? Yeah, they're not that heavy, so we'll hold on to that. Let me take a step outside and see, because that might mean the storm's stopped or died off. It has. Okay. We'll just take a little bit of a snoop around here to see if there is anything. There might be another wolf outside somewhere here. There is one, but he's a ways off, so we won't worry about that. I think, like I had said last episode, we'll try for a trip to the barn, so we'll make our way out there. Thought I heard something weird there for a minute. Oh, you know what? I'll come back out here, because that's a nice little bit of free firewood laying there. Oh, it's probably just the sounds of the house with the wind going. That's what I'm hearing. But yeah, we've got 20 rounds of ammunition in the revolver. We should be good for any self-defense we need. And we'll go and take a check at the barn and see if there's anything really nice there. The big thing I'm probably expecting out of that is going to be a few more good arrows for the bow. Truth be told, I'm actually kind of curious about another item that might be somewhere out in the world. I don't know if it would be only in the far territories, but there might be a chance it is just like kind of like how the Warden's revolver and the hunting revolver were. It could be out here. Because one of the neat things that they brought to the game was like variants for certain items. Like again, you had the standard revolver, but then you also have the hunter's revolver and the Warden's revolver. There's a variant of the survival bow, or I guess just the bow, which is called the sport bow. I don't actually know what it does, or like its uses, or like what advantages, disadvantages it has over the other one. But this might be one of the spots where it could spawn. Just because it's, I think, like the only spot in the game that's sort of like an almost like, well, sport archery area, really. Once we get the barn, it'll make a little more sense, aside from just my rambling going on. But yeah, even out here, looks like with the weather, wildlife is not really out and about right now. Makes me kind of wish I knew if there were any other areas really worth checking out on the map, just to try to find anything else. There is the birch grove over there. I might take a little venture just to see. So I don't know if we'll find any more birch saplings or not, although... Actually, truth be told, it's not really... It might not really be worth it, because I don't have a good real way to craft the arrowheads for it, so... Probably just be best to check the barn for any other extra little bits of loot. Then maybe make our way back. Okay, that I think is just a hay bale there. Yeah, like, see, it's that thing right there. Oh, wait, I think... Oh, that's the archery... That's an archery target. I guess because of, like, not knowing the outcome of the bear that we were dealing with. Just put me a little on edge. But no, this is why I kind of said it's, like, sort of like the only sport archery place in the game. It's like, it's the only place I can think of that has an archery target. And it does have a few arrows here for us. 1, 2, and once we harvest that, that'll actually be a third. We'll try to get inside and not deal with him. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it wouldn't be bad to get some more meat, but... Oh. Well, hello there. Thank you for the firewood.
Could end up being
and a rifle cartridge. And we'll take it all. I mean, truth be told, dusting sulfur, I don't really need that. If I really wanted extra wood, a lot of crates in here that I could break down.
Something's gotta go.
Nothing in there. Simple tools, but we already got back at the farmstead, so I don't really need that. Cloth, we don't really need. We're finding a lot of rifle ammunition now, but I have no use out of it. Note left behind. We'll take the whetstone. Nope, another stay on target book. Take the accelerant. I don't suppose there's anything sitting in the vehicle, eh? Let's just slide in one door and see. Yeah, nothing really. Glove box says... nothing good. Yeah, it's nothing really to that. And we'll check up here quickly. Nothing on the shelf. Locked locker, so let's see what's in here. Sewing kit. We don't need the ski gloves. We'll leave those behind. Lantern fuel we'll take. Leave the newsprint. That's it for there. Carefully along here. Another book. Some free water. Nothing really there. Anything in this?
This stuff will come
Well, definitely. Yeah, those are good. We'll take the bandage. You know what? Now that I'm able to actually repair the hunter's revolver, I think I might just take that with us for, like, the rest of our trek. The reason why I wanted to take the other two is because I didn't really have firearm cleaning kits before, but now that I do, I can just keep the revolver in well enough shape that it shouldn't be any issue. We are... Actually, we're not that loaded up. One thing I am curious about is if they'll ever implement almost like a... You incrementally get stronger in the long dark. Like, if you keep the carrying weight up all the time, as you, like, keep eating, keep yourself with nutrition and water and stuff, would you slowly get more muscle to make it easier to carry more? I don't know if it would ever be implemented or not, but it's just something to think about with how long you, like, could be playing the long dark, or how long some of the survival series can go on for. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else really around here to check out. Maybe we'll just hit this building and then try making it back for the homestead. Yeah, looks like it's just a few stones and some hay bales here. I mean, crates, simple tools. Nothing more, though. Nah, I'll leave the deer for now. I think until I get a lot more firewood stock, like, prepped in that, it'd be a waste to bring all the meat and just... I mean, I guess... I'm gonna try it. I'm not going to worry about collecting, like, the pelt, or the deer hide, or the guts. Again, I think I'd just go for the meat from this guy. But I need to get a good shot with the revolver, because I prefer not to waste extra ammo. No, I think he picked me up and got scared. Yeah, okay, you know what? If he's going, I'm going to go too. We'll check this vehicle on the way back, and... Okay, that's just a rabbit. Every bit of movement in this game kind of draws your attention to try to discern is it danger or not. We'll just take a peek at this vehicle here, see if it has anything, and then work our way. Maybe we'll even go along the road. Nothing. And I don't see anything really in the back seat. Anything in the glove box? No. You were a waste. You do have a car battery, but I'm not going to worry about picking that heavy thing up. We'll just take the road back. But yeah, we're not losing any temperature. It's just we're super weighted down with stuff, so... Probably from here out for the next few days while we're in Pleasant Valley, I'll see about doing more directed expeditions, like making specific outings for specific stuff. Like, I need to go for firewood, so I'll only bring, say... Well, I'll keep the revolver and the bedroll always on me. But I'll leave things like, say, the hunting knife and the pry bar back at home. Just because I do need to start working at trying to lighten the amount I'm carrying. It's nice to have everything on hand as I need at all times. But it also creates a problem of, like, if I do take down something... Am I going to be able to carry everything back with me to the homestead or not? Oh no, I think I checked that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I checked that on our way back from the bear. I think I had just seen the roof of it. There wasn't really anything to that. There might be a few more of those dotted around the area, too. I think there's... I might actually try going a bit north of... Well, actually, I'm not even sure what the direction of north is for this map. Or, like, this region. But I think up into the forested area beyond the homestead, there's another one of those shed things. So I might try going up that way just to see if there's anything, too. There might be a chance for a rifle to spawn there, but I'm not 100% sure. And the big reason I want the rifle is, again, in case we do have the chance for getting a bear, or if we do see a moose. Because, I mean, I would have to kill a lot of time for the pelt to cure. Truth be told, actually... I could leave the pelt to cure as I'm out and about in other areas, and then come back and pick it up when it's ready to be made into something. That might not be a bad approach for it. And how much... You know, I'm going to save the 20 rounds I've got for now. I could try taking down another rabbit, but I don't think it'd be worth it. Might be worth a try for a wolf. Because again, I could stockpile the meat. We can cook that up to let the skill go along. And we are basically back home, so... You know, we'll see if I can bring him closer to the house and take him down. As it wouldn't be bad to get a little bit more meat. I mean, again, I don't have the firewood for that, but even if we have another day of a blizzard coming through, I have a hatchet, and I'm sure there's enough wood objects in there I could break down to easily have a few hours of the fire going. He's not even curious about us yet. I don't even have... Oh, there we go. Good boy. Or good dog. Makes me wonder... I mean, I know you can use decoys, but it makes me ever wonder if you kind of, like, have a neutral ceasefire with the wolves. That's it. Come on. I'm just gonna keep walking at this pace. Hopefully they'll just follow me along. And then when the time's right, we can just give a good pop and hopefully he'll... Oh, actually, hang on. Are there... Okay, let me get all those. I didn't realize I actually didn't pick those up. Ooh, and crow feathers. We'll deal with you in just a moment. Thank you for your patience. That's it. Come on. I'm hoping that he's not going to be scared off by the other one that he's about to pass there. No, he's going to go walk right by the body. I'd kind of stop and go, maybe it'd be a bad idea to keep going considering there's that there. There we go. Used one more shot than I really wanted to, but you can't argue with the result. And, oh wow, you were a scrawny little thing. Like, not even 4 kilograms of meat off of it. Jeez, the other one we got close to 6. God, you were a scrawny little runt. Hard to say if the bullet was even worth it. But we'll drop this here, and maybe I'll go for that little walk up that way that I was talking about, where that shed could be. Oh, I forgot I had the rabbit on me still. I'll have that, have the rest of the soup, and have the water, and then we should be able to walk pretty... Yeah, not too bad for our walk speed now. And I can even break down the... Yeah, I can break down all this for the wood too. Yeah, firewood's going to be no problem. So let's see just about going up this way. I admit I'm kind of surprised for where we're staying in Pleasant Valley. There are only 2 wolves. This, maybe I haven't been here long enough, but it seems like the homestead starts out as like a really good spot, but then wolves keep coming and coming and coming, and they just like are always around it. For whatever reason, not really on this go, but I'm not going to complain. I only have so much ammunition after all. Yeah, we'll follow this road for a little bit. I don't think that shed is too far. I think it's a little bit up on the left. Oh, I am tempted to try for that deer, but I mean, I do still have a lot of areas to hike through, so... Any more hunting I do, I think I'll want to use the bow and arrow for. Just save the more reliable means for self-defense, where it will really count. Oh. Actually, out there, I think those little sticks out there are birch saplings. Let me just go hiking a bit more. I didn't think that shed or structure I was talking about was that far off, but maybe it is. Oh, we got a deer up here. Yeah, that's not the structure I was thinking of, because the one I was thinking of had... Oh, there it is. Okay, it is around here. So yeah, we'll stop in at this, and then I think we'll take a little route over there, collect any of the saplings that are just out there, and bring everything back to the homestead. Oh, let's just see what we got here. I don't really know if there will be anything here or not. I think... Yeah, everything is randomized for... Oh!
I think I can use this.
It's all randomized, but that might actually be a nice change of pace for not having a rifle. As, again, that basically just Actually, that did... Okay, didn't quite replenish all the shots I had used on the bear, but it did come very close. And yeah, so now that we've made it here, we'll go up to get the saplings that I should just be up this way, and then we'll take everything back home. But yeah, it'll definitely be worth it doing just like some day trips out to collect wood and resources. It's like with all this limbs and that have fallen over here, that'd easily keep the fire going for maybe even a full day, because I'm trying to think. Every piece of cedar wood, I think, is for an hour, and fir is for an hour and a half. So I think we'd probably be able to, with all of the limbs there, get at least 12 hours. Just because we are going to swing up this way anyway for the saplings, I'm just going to scout this little building out first and then head over. It looks like there's a deer carcass. And that might be it for that. Yeah, it looks like that's all there is in here. I mean, it's not a bad find, but it's also not something I really can do much with, just because I want to mind our carry weight. But we'll at least see how much is on it. Yeah, only 2 kilograms. I don't think it's going to be worth it. If we really wanted the meat, again, we could just find another wolf to take down, or I'll grab the bow and arrow and we'll see about trying to get a deer. For now, we'll just harvest all of these and go back home. Now, truth be told, with all the updates that have come for The Long Dark, I think it's also made the difficulties easier than they initially started at. Like, Stalker difficulty really isn't all that bad with how many, like, spawns there are for things. Like, we've got 3 revolvers, which kind of goes to show about... Okay, these only take 4 days, so that's nice. They might line up with the maple sapling we got curing. But yeah, with all the extra updates that are adding, like new items spawning in, there's the ptarmigans that are more food and the down that you can get from them. It almost feels like they need to reassess the difficulties a little bit. Like, Interloper is still the absolute hardcore, only the best of the best will survive for very long in it. But Stalker difficulty now, I don't think really... might actually be like a okay default to play at for the game. It's like, I would probably say the general default for the game would be... I think it's called Voyager. I think it's like Pilgrim is easy, Voyageur is normal, Stalker is supposed to be hard, and Interloper is challenge or extremely hard. Now, because of all the extra items and stuff the world can possibly spawn in with, it's much easier than it used to be. Which I think is both good and bad. Like, I don't really remember... I'm trying to think of how The Long Dark would be for a new player, because I don't really know where you would go for, like, a tutorial or getting your bearings for, like, starting to survive and play. I think the story mode would probably be your first steps into something like that. But I'm not 100% sure, like, how much you would pick up from that and how much you would either... like, just watch other people play and pick up tips and tricks, or you would have to look up and kind of research to be a better survivor. I think with all the extra loot and that the game does start giving out, it might be more welcoming to newer players than it was. But yeah, just because of how we're sitting right now, it just feels like I'm playing on an easier difficulty than it really is. I know there are like a lot of custom options. You can set the difficulty yourself. And probably if I were to do Stalker again, well actually if I were to play Long Dark in any mode again, I'd probably look at turning off the Timberwolves. They just... I feel like they don't really mesh with a lot of the rest of the game, just because of how many resources it often takes to deal with them. But let me just quickly drop all the saplings we got off here. They'll cure in 5 days. We'll empty a little bit out and end the week here with a pretty decent run of everything. Like, yeah, we have done incredibly well for everything. Actually, I still... Oh, right, I have the tier arrows on me. We'll toss those over. I'll toss the torch. And I think it's just... Yeah, a little bit here. Okay. Everything's good there. That's all fine and dandy. Oh, I completely missed that.
Too heavy.
We'll just quickly toss that into here. And a quick step out, step in for the autosave, and that's another week of Long Dark done. I do want to get to at least the Far Territories and explore that, but I'll have to see how the series is doing on the channel too, because The Long Dark is easily one of those niche games where you could either love it and go just forever with it, or there's no interest whatsoever and people just don't care, so... Maybe what I'll do is I'll assess how the viewers are going for the series and plan from there about like what we'll set as sort of like a end goal for things. But for now, we're going to end the episode for the week right here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of The Long Dark. If you have been enjoying the series or this video, be sure to give a like, and any comments, tips, or tricks can be left right down below in the comments. And until I do see you all in the next video or episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.